Hi, this is Dave, Feldering Guide. Welcome to this week's navigation task. This week I've got two routes plotted on the map. This is the Ordnance Survey 1 to 50,000 map. And the question is, if we're going from the summit of Ward Hill here down to the P for parking here, I'm asking, why is the purple route a better option than the blue route? So why would we avoid the blue route and take the purple route there? So at first glance, looking at it, you might think, well, yeah, blue looks good. It's pretty much a straight line down the ridge, just to the left of this rocky area, straight down to the road. We're not going to get lost. Why would we take this route that's longer? So what we need to do here is look closely at the contours. So the darker, bolder contours, these are called index contours, and they're every 5 contours. So if we look down here, we've got an index contour, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we look closely down here, when we get to this point, we get this index contour, and then there's only 1, 2 contours before the next index contour. 1, 2, and at this point here there's only 1 and 1 and 1. I'll just zoom in a little bit for you to see that more closely. So only 1 contour there between the bold index contours. So that's telling us that the ground is very steep there. It's so steep that the map makers don't have enough room to fit on the extra contour lines. If we look at the purple route, it's still steep. We've still only got 2 contours in there between the index contours, but it's not as steep as this. And also there's no rocky area that we might get into difficulties with. So imagine taking the blue route and getting slightly off route, a little bit too far to the right. We could end up in these rocks on this steep ground, which wouldn't be pleasant. A look at the 1 to 25,000 map makes that much more obvious. So if you look there, see how close these contour lines are, very, very close together. Again, we've got this rocky ground there, whereas on the purple route, much more spaced out. I use a really useful program called FatMap. You check it out here at the top, and you can get that as an app for your phone or use it on your computer. And you can see here, let's just zoom out a little bit on that one. We've got like a Google Earth representation, 3D representation of the landscape. So we can see here, that's where the parking is. There's the loch, and the summit is up here. And you can see the shape of the ground there, very, very steep. And we've got this band of rock going across. So the blue route is coming down through this steep band of rock, almost straight down to the parking, whereas the purple line comes down and it comes to the other side of this stream here and down there. So you can see that's far less steep. Now another good thing about FatMap is that it shows you slope angle as well. So you can see here, the darker the colour, the steeper the ground. And you can see this darker shading across here, that band of steep ground, steep rocky ground. And at some points in here, we've got bits that are over 45-degree slope angle, whereas coming down here, the purple route is far less steep. So check out FatMap. It's a really good tool to have. So the key for this navigation task is that we need to look really closely at the contours. Don't just take things at first glance. Look carefully. Are there any contour lines are missing off the map that would indicate how steep the ground is? So hope you found that one useful and interesting. Thanks for watching. Look out for next week's navigation task. Bye for now.